In the last tutorial, we made the conditional password work using if. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to use a switch statement, and you might see where things could be a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to copy most of this and just paste it below. So let's do check pass2. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the if statements, but leave the trace in for right now, because we know that we want to change this to check pass2 password2 underscore btn and check pass2. So let's just make sure that those work. And what we're doing is when we click on this, we should get an output. So let's see if that works. We click on check password, and it says, yes, you clicked on password 2. Now remember, the password 2 btn is running because of our generic mouse event listener as well. So now we're ready to go on with our switch statement, and we've got basically what we need up here to be able to do. So instead of using if, we're going to just copy that line, and we're going to do a switch statement as instead. Oops, I really didn't mean to hit that. Let me get back to it. I meant to go ahead and hit a tab there. And we're going to call this switch. And it's going to be this.password.text.text. And we don't have to put the rest of it. But we do want that. And we do want to spell switch right as well. So switch this password1 underscore txt.text. We could, of course, remove the this dot. It'd be fine without that. So that's what we're going to be testing right now. Now what we need to do is put in our, just want to make sure I have the right thing. We're going to need our curly brackets for that switch statement. And now we're going to put in our cases. So we'll do case 1 is going to be whatever text we want here, which is pass. So if the first case is pass, then let's put a colon, and we'll say access 1, go to and play, accepted. Now we'll go to our next case. If the case is admin, then let's go ahead to the admin. Now we can also have a default, and that is if the other ones are not correct, then let's go ahead and do the denied. Now we do want to change one thing here, and that is we're always going to access 2 underscore MC, because of course we're doing everything with password 2, access 2, access 2, access 2. So that is basically a switch statement. I'm going to go ahead and reformat this text just so it looks a little bit nicer. So we've got something here that might be happening wrong, so let's just see what happens. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, it says denied, so let's try pass now. Oh, it's going to denied. Why would it be going to denied? If I put in everything, it goes to denied. Now the reason why is because the difference again between an if statement and a switch statement is that an if statement, if it incurs, or if one of the if statements is correct, if one of these is true, then it runs that particular action and then jumps out of the if statement. But with a switch statement, it checks every single case. Now the problem is that it doesn't stop, so that if it encounters a true case, then it says, great, go ahead and run it, but then it goes on to the next one and runs it anyway. So what we have to put in here is a break in between each one so that we don't make it run if we don't want it to. So let's try that again and see if it works better. Now we should be able to go to denied, pass, and that works, and admin, and that works. So that's what's really great about this, is that you can actually do some really neat things with this. So, for example, in the next thing, what I'd like to do is use breaks and not use breaks with the switch statement to show you what can happen. And what we're going to do is we're going to input a number, and then we're going to run it with the break statement with that number and just see what happens with and without breaks. So let's go below. And actually, we might as well create a new video as well. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and we'll go on to the next one.